Guys, I'm the official elected official. That is what I am. This is what I do. When President Trump starts going in on every problem that I have faced since coming into the political realm, you know what? Yeah, we about to chop it up. Let's go.
Americans are working every day to build up our country. The rage-filled Democrat Party is trying to tear America apart. The Democrat Party is now being led by 4 left-wing extremists who reject everything that we hold dear.
He's talking about the Jihad Squad. I mean, you know, AOC, Presley, Taleb, Omar, that whole gang.
No one has paid a higher price for the far left's destructive agenda than Americans living in our nation's inner cities. They have.
Oh my God! He just got my vote. He really did. I already gave it to him, like, you know, a few videos back. I'm just saying that no one, not a single one, and it's a part of that reparations conversation that I was talking about, where we got this immense welfare state that was purposefully poisoned. And by the way, baby girl on my man's right is rather dope, looking all golden and whatnot, what have you. All right.
Paid a dear price. You see what's happening. You see our inner cities. We spent billions and billions and billions for years and years and years, and it's stolen money, and it's wasted money, and it's a shame.
It's a damn shame, because, but here's where things get fun, Mr. President, because, yeah, these cities, they have states. They have counties and they have states that run them as well. So this isn't just a Democrat thing. This is a Republican thing as well. They all take the money and run. I've made this argument on several occasions, how there's the trickle down effect. The federal money, you get $16 billion from the federal. It got to go through state hands, then county, then municipal hands. Then by the time it gets to by the time anything is left for anybody that needs to do anything, that needs the money, it's like $16. All right. And I wish that were an exaggeration, but it really, really isn't.
For decades, these communities have been run exclusively by Democrat politicians.
But their states have also been run by Republicans, sir. So, I mean, let's be real. Let's not play as if, oh yeah, it's just all on Democrats. No, the Republican parties have, they got their position. See, the way I've broken it down is that Republicans invest in the Dollar Generals and, you know, the tobacco companies and all these other different entities, and then flood them into these communities along with the terrible legislation and policies, the drug wars and all that other nonsense, and then turn around and also create the environment in which the decay and the deterioration flourishes.
And it's been total one-party control of the inner cities. For 100 years, it's been one-party control, and look at them. We can name one after another, but I won't do that.
Allow me. New Brunswick, Newark, Camden, Philadelphia, Detroit, Los Angeles, like all of California for the most part. Miami. I mean, the list does go on and on and on and on and on.
Because I don't want to be controversial. We want no controversy. The Democrat record is one of neglect and corruption and decay, total decay. The Democrats have taxed and regulated jobs and opportunity out of these cities and out of existence.
And that's how the family unit in these communities was really broken. And this was on purpose. They purposefully did this. They purposefully withdrew withdrew and ignored tons of opportunities in which to bring some type of economic mobility to these communities. Or what they'll do is what happened in my hometown of Irvington is they toss a Taco Bell there, where people make like $30,000 a year, if that. And that's a manager making like $35,000 a year. So, and be like, oh yeah, well, there's jobs. We put jobs there. It's like, bruh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Squeeze the blood out of them. Left-wing mayors and city councils have opposed school choice, trapping children, and...
Okay, take it easy there, champ. Once again, this is not an exclusively Democrat thing, all right? I mean, this is something that the Republicans did as well. The public schools, these government schools of which you are crying about so much, sir, were sabotaged. They were sat there and they were sabotaged in order to make way for charter schools. Now, if you would like to create a private school, by all means, take your money and do it. But when it comes to the public schools, the public funding should be going to them, not private entities that, guess what, have really been shown to be just cash cows and no different than all the other corruption of which you speak, sir. So let's not play that game when it comes to charter schools.
Failing in government schools, left and right. So many of these mayors right now, you know where they are? They're in jail. That's where they are.
Or where they should be, but, I mean, just resign and go about collecting your pension, right? And once again, baby girl in that red, right next to him, killer.
The homicide rate in Baltimore is significantly higher than El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala. I believe it's higher than. Give me a place that you think is pretty bad. Give me a
Chicago.
place. The guy says Afghanistan. I believe it's higher than Afghanistan. In our country. Think of that. I believe we'll check the numbers, and if we're wrong, they will tell us tomorrow. It'll be headlines. Trump exaggerated. I do believe the rate is higher than Afghanistan. Yet Democrats, and they've run it for many years, want to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on illegal migrants instead of supporting their own struggling communities. Good. No.
But that's the fun part about your presidency, President Trump, is that it's not just Democrats, it's Republicans. You got Christine Todd Whitman coming out talking about how, oh my goodness, Trump is so terrible. Ooh. And the deal is that I understand the optics. I understand why he's taking the tack that he's taking, but that's why I have to create this video in order to, let's be real, okay? Like, let's keep it balanced, all right?
The conditions in Nancy Pelosi's once great city of San Francisco are deplorable. They're deplorable.
Yeah, man, we've all seen it. The poop on the streets. I mean, let's be real. That is, oh meal.
Do you remember the word deplorable? You remember when Hillary used the word deplorable? She used two words. She used deplorable and irredeemable, right?
Okay, he was blocking even better looking shit. Come on, man. Everybody got to move over a little bit.
And only being a politician for a few years, I said, what a terrible mistake that she used the word irredeemable. But it turned out to be deplorable. Deplorable was not a good day for Hillary. Crooked Hillary. She is a crooked one.
Okay, so he's clearly going back into 2016. I think we've covered about as much as we're gonna get out of the talk on, the inner city and the hood. This is really about him just going at Democrats more than anything else. But, shoot, if you can find a peanut in a turd, you got some protein, right? So the deal is that he's being very, very truthful as to what's happened in urban America. Okay, he nails it on the head. But it's definitely, but the hammer is more along the lines of winning in 2020 as opposed to, you know, actually fixing anything, at least in my opinion. We'll see how those things work out. Once again, you have the states on top of these cities, and and I can guarantee, at least here in Jersey, that the states have like switched out with the Republicans and Democrats as well. So this is not a single party issue. This is something that really a lot of hands, red, blue, green, black, white, purple, all of them have had a significant role in. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike it, go ahead, do that too. I ain't scared. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube's definitely not going to do that. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Do you think that President Trump is wrong? Do you think that there isn't just an insane amount of corruption that does need to be looked into, does need to be investigated, and like a lot of these significant families, because it really is a family thing. The machines, like the Democratic machine, it really is like, you know, familia and people who, you know, are willing to play their games and kiss their rings and ignore the larger problems, which is via policy and a lack of economic mobility. So let me know what you think, and until the next one.